Alright, Shalom. Praise to Yahweh, Basham Yahweh Shai, Basham Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles. Salutes to your brothers teaching the word, man. And we're in the end times, so we're gonna this is like an end times update report, man. Now the scripture says, I'm gonna get it, but it says we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. So check this one out. And you might not think much of it, but when you use your brain, man, you can see what they're doing here. It says more than 1 million British homes will be paid to cut their electricity tonight as National Grid prepares to roll out its emergency scheme for the first time to avoid blackouts amid plunging temperatures. So now what they're doing, just to sum it up for you, is they're making you participate in voluntary blackouts to avoid blackouts. You know, if you think about it, yeah. Because what they're saying is, if you cut off, you cut off certain amount, if all these people participate in locking off their electric, it's gonna save electric or whatever they're saying. But guess what? Which is rubbish. We know that because we know that this is all a ploy in the scheme anyway. But the point I want to they're saying they'll pay families £100. I've just checked it out, yeah. And you can't trust the government, man. They'll say this and say that, and oh yeah, and then you won't get that £100. You know what I'm saying? You'll be waiting for that £100 for however long, and you probably won't even get it. The scriptures never trust an enemy, and there's been many times that's happened in government. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna give you this, and you ain't getting nothing, man. Right? There was a lot of money that was promised out to people and they didn't get it. But I'm not gonna go into that. I'm gonna so like I said, they're getting you to voluntarily do the blackouts, so they're deceiving them, just like they're gonna deceive people to get the mark of the beast. They're deceiving you to participate in these blackouts. So let's get a quick scripture here. Look, it says doom for the worshippers of the beast. Look at that at the top. They're putting that's funny. Anyway, let's type in this. We get it all the time. We're not ignorant. Satan's devices. Says these Satans should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Let me put it in the proper way because it's not coming up. These Satan. So that's 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Right there. So don't trust the rulers of the world of this darkness, because it's all a scam anyway. We can go all into that. I think we was talking about some of that stuff at this camp just gone anyway. Which we'll talk about it more anyway. But like I said, now I'm gonna get another scripture, which is about the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. And we got these meetings going on, or happened or happening. I know they already started in that Davos. Don't know if they're finished now. They're finishing on the 24th or something like that. But notice the scripture says that they're gonna deceive them that got the mark of the beast. Okay, so I'm obviously spelling that wrong. Spelling ain't my main thing. I'm gonna be honest with you, lads. So even when they're pushing that mark of the beast, they're gonna deceive you into getting it. They're gonna, by the way. So a lot of people, we're cursing the mark of the beast out, and that's why they're trying to clip these videos and stuff when you talk about certain buzzwords because they want people to get this. So they're actually gonna, the scripture's telling you, let's read it, Revelation 19 and 20. And the beast was taken, which is a system, okay, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, the Roman Catholic Church. We can go into that because the Pope over there in the Pope, people are trying to say, oh, the Pope's the heads of the Illuminati. They're not the heads of the Illuminati, but they're a major part of it, man, of deception. They deceive, and they got roles and stuff that they do, when before, so we're going into some history and that, but you had the Borgias and all this history going on around these areas, man. Um, it says with him, it says with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast. So he actually is going to deceive people that get this RFID, just how he deceived them that got the the snakes, venoms, insert. You know what we're talking about. We don't want to get clipped. All the people that took that, man, well, they got deceived. Oh yeah, you need it. Blah 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 blah. And now they're coming out and saying, well, oh yeah, admitting that it's fucking people up, admitting that it didn't get tested, admitting this, admitting that. Now, when you've took things like that, you don't know, when it's not been tested, you don't know what the adverse effects are going to be. People, years later, man, going to get fucked up. And a lot of people drop dead. A lot of things happened over that, which I'm not going to go into that on this. But notice they're going to deceive them that took the RFID mark of the beast. So this scripture just, this scripture, this scripture and this article, these things are stuff to pay attention to. So like I said, here it is, you might be thinking, oh yeah, I'm getting paid, man. And I'm getting paid. Let me cut off my electric, man. Let's do it. Team effort. You know what I'm saying? People over here, they're going to be doing that. Team effort, man. One for the country. And then they're all going to be locking off that electric. And that's a volunteer blackout. So they're preparing you, they're getting you ready for these because and you might say, oh no, I don't believe that. Well, what about the blackout grid charts that they got already set up for your ass? They already got the blackout charts set up for your ass, man. All right, so this was a quick one. I could have made this, I'm kind of getting into it, but I wanted it to be a quick one, so the points are quick hit. So that's why the scripture says, never trust thine enemy, because that's what they're doing. I'll read it again. More than 1 million British homes will be paid. So they're willing to pay. Anytime the government's willing to pay your ass, you gotta question that as well, because they don't want to pay people shit. We out here, we know that. If you're in the UK and all that, with all that's going on with the NHS and all that's going on with people that are sick and all this stuff and all these different things. If you're over in the UK, the British government don't want to pay you shit. The only thing they want to do is put a debt letter in through your door. And that's just facts, man. So when they're willing to pay your ass, you got to question that. Even there's a scripture, man, that says victuals shall be so cheap on the earth, they shall think themselves to be in good case. There's a scripture that goes into that too, in the Apocrypha, man. So, when you start getting free shit or you're getting cheap shit, man, you got to question that, man. You got to say, well, what's up with that? Well, here's the answer. Volunteered fucking blackouts, man. You're gonna have you're gonna have people putting themselves in some pre-apocalyptic. They call it post, we call it pre. I like to keep mentioning that because the apostle Tar mentioned that the apocalypse, which is obvious, it's gonna when the nukes drop. It's gonna be bad out here before the fucking nukes hit America. So you're gonna have all the road and all that going on before the nukes. It's gonna get bad before the nukes, which is what they're gearing your ass up for with stuff like this anyway. you know, with no power, no food, all of that. They got documentaries on it. Haven't they got a documentary, a UK and a US, two different versions of it, and it's called Blackout, and it's all about blackouts over the grid. So now the national grid is paying you to put yourself in a blackout scenario. Come on, man. So anyway, I'm gonna say shalom with that. You know what I'm saying? Catch you in the next video.